Hello, welcome to Cyberpunk 2077. This is my final project for Human Rights Games and Play. I'm going to be talking about the scale of poverty in the city, as well as kind of a couple of human rights things. So, one of the approaches that I was going to be talking about was the capabilities approach, and how the circumstances in this virtual city kind of show kind of a smaller scale of how the city can give certain open capabilities to certain groups and restrict and kind of violate human rights by restricting the capabilities of others. So here's the map. It's kind of big. Up here we have kind of our industrial district. Over here is kind of a middle economy district. And then in here is kind of your big city rich districts. And then as we progress down here, the economy gets a little lower and it gets pretty dangerous around these parts. Gangs are pretty common, killings, drug use, slavery become pretty common around these areas. And today, I want to show you something specific that only happens really in these areas and out here. So, I'm going to be showing you today a suspected organized crime activity. These are kind of small random events. Don't mind, yeah. So this game kind of omits like a kind of a fun thing of violence. Well, not fun, but yeah, it kind of shows a small thing of violence. Welcome to the 666th Street Gang. In this time, the concept of America is kind of well past, and the states have been broken up. But these are extreme nationalists that are trying to hone in on their abilities. So let me sneak up to this dude. So yeah, he's a recruit, 6th Street Gang, racketeering, extortion, assault, unlawful confinement, slander against a corporate representative. So these guys are pretty common in this area. You don't find them anywhere else. And all the gangs are pretty common within these lower income areas. And the police really don't come down here that often. If you see around, the town is pretty desolate and pretty empty. So today we're going to find out exactly how these capabilities have been restricted. So first, unfortunately, I'm going to have to remove these guys from the premises, but it's just kind of a representation of how kind of this violence works. So don't mind me. Oh, he's fast. We're also going to be fast today. Kind of an excessive of violence thing, but you do... Yeah, so as you can see, these guys in this area, the possession of guns in this area is pretty unrestricted here. Let me. All right. So around this area, I'm gonna have to wait for this to cool down for a second. Okay. So this is usually where gangs would be hiding out, and usually where drugs are conducted, weapons are passed along, and stuff like that. So if we take a look in here, let's see here. So right now, okay, so they're trying to talk about extortion at the current moment. And yeah, you can usually find evidence about of illegal activities that happens in these games a lot. But if you travel to, let's say, we'll find a fast travel point and get out of here, and I'll show you supposedly safer districts. If I can get over there fast enough. So yeah, it kind of restricts a lot of capabilities. These houses are kept under pretty close gang rule. There's not a lot of security through cops. You see the streets and stuff, the level of housing, the kind of the poverty levels in this area. It kind of reflects on kind of where the city stands on where it keeps its funds and who it really wants to support. But if we go over to this, and then I'm going to take you into the nice district, you can kind of get a feeling of what I've been talking about. So a lot of corporations run this city. It's not really held by any extreme powers. There's also a mission to kind of investigate the mayor on corrupt holdings. There's three main corporations that kind of uphold the level. And yeah, welcome to the main. Let me put my weapons away so people away. Okay, so people don't freak out. But yeah, so this is kind of the downtown district. A lot safer. You don't see a lot of gangs around here or anything. There's a lot more cops and stuff around, a lot more security posts and everything. Kids can walk around freely around here. It's a little more dangerous outside. There's a lot more corporation aspects and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to kind of see the level of scaling and stuff. You can tell by their clothes immediately that this is a much higher income area, much safer. People play piano out here and such. And there's your security officers trying to investigate something, but you don't really see anything like that around the lower districts and stuff. So yeah, that's just kind of a representation of kind of the capabilities approach and how it's favored in some areas and restricted in others. And so on and so forth. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of the semester, and thanks for the class.